have come to light, man. More awesome shit has happened. Let me just pull this off of here. And if you'd like to take a moment to, I don't know, talk about something, I gotta find a thing.
All right. Well, I actually did take a shit last night.
Nice.
And it was pretty big.
Oh. Yeah? Well, I mean...
oh. Have many big shits, you know? Grew up kind of privileged in many ways. Always short, small, sweet, to the point, you know? I didn't really struggle a lot. Then I got older, and I realized life is tough for many people. It's not easy. Life brings you down. And a lot of us, we can just decide to stay down. You know, when I was on that toilet last night, I felt like staying down. I felt like my time was up. This was God saying, you sat on your last toilet seat. And, you know, I was close, man. I was really fucking close. But there was this tiny little voice inside my mind, at the back of my head, that told me to keep going. That no matter the size of the shit, it could never keep me down unless I let it. That it was up to me. That I have a part to play in this life. Just like everyone does. And no matter the size of the fucking shit, no matter if your asshole is ripping
it doesn't
from
matter.
One end to the other, no matter how much blood there is, you don't give up. And I learned that finally. After years of living life not to its fullest. I didn't even feel like my life was real. For yesterday it was fucking real. 2 kilograms of real, authentic Danish shit. And I still have not recovered, but you know what? I feel fucking alive. I feel amazing. My life has changed, and it can change for you too. Do not be afraid to take that step, to take that final leap, and push it out.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to thank Turf Nation for that performance and, you know, allowing us to get rid of a couple of people that showed up. They're probably trying to be troublemakers. And, you know, within a couple of minutes of watching that, they were gone. They were just gone. And if they weren't troublemakers and they're, you know, fans of the channel, then I apologize. No, I don't. I don't apologize at all. Do you hear how fucking great that performance was? That was like a on spot, just like, here, do this real quick. And it's also a callback to a thing that I did when he played the music for me like 2 years ago. You know what? I don't fucking apologize for it. Not one bit. Anyway, let's talk about some comics, man.
Though infinity beckons, I must leave behind my very heart.
Never has there been, never will there be another such as you. If leave you must, then let us depart together.
Say no more. It cannot be. It can never be. Where soars the silver surfer, there must he soar alone. I've seen galaxies crumble and new suns a-borning. But in every star, in every sun, I see her face.
Comic books.
I have nothing left except Spider-Man.
So we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
You want to see what Spider-Man #1 looks like?
I believe comics are a last link to an ancient way of passing on history.
The Thing. Is this dork made of orange rock like the rest of his body?
Here's the thing.
I'm looking for a Batman #14.
That's a very serious book.
I believe comics are a form of history that someone somewhere felt. experienced.
How do I know that it's not a cheap reprint?
Better not be jacking off to the Japanese comics, I swear to God.
It's a superhero secret.
It's impossible. Lois could never have Superman's baby.
Can't be the Superman, number 77 with the 200s.
I guarantee he blows a load like a shotgun right through the back.
They haven't even discovered where kryptonite yet.
He's an alien, for Christ's sake. His Kryptonian biological makeup is enhanced by Earth's yellow sun. If Lois gets a tan, the kid can kick right through her stomach.
Then, of course, those experiences and that history got chewed up in the commercial machine, got jazzed up, made titillating cartoon for the sale rack.
You know they're all bullshit, right?
Trust me, true believer.
Man, they just let anybody make a comic book these days, you know? There's hope for me yet. Actually, you know what? I'll announce it. It seems as though I will be working on my first comic book soon. It'll be another year before you see it. And it really isn't a full comic book. It'll be part of an anthology book. But nonetheless, my first comic thing that I've created will be coming post haste, which is a year from now. All right. McLeod, what's up, man? How's it going? 4 people watching. This is what happens whenever I decide to do this last minute, but that's okay. We're not going to be going that long. I just want to say hi, you know? Had a busy couple of days, just been reading comics whenever I have any kind of spare time at all. And man, I came across this BRZRKR shit. And if any of the 4 of you watching have read it, raise your hand. But I can't see that. Why are you doing that? Stop doing it. No, it's Keanu Reeves co-wrote it with Matt. I think you say his name is Kent. I'm not sure. But that's how I came across it. Was I'd known that it existed because it's a Keanu Reeves written comic book. It got a lot of attention. So like, yeah, I knew it was there for a long time, a couple years. I saw it when it was at first on shelves and stuff like that. Looked interesting enough, but like, it was the kind of thing that I always just kind of I just like, I don't want to spend money on that. I don't know anything about it or whatever. Might be a vanity project for Keanu. But then I just got into reading Valiant Comics recently. One of the best writers among Valiant Comics stable has been Matt Kent. I think that's how you say his name. Correct me if I'm wrong. So when I saw that his name was actually alongside Keanu's, and then Ron Garney is the artist. Ron Garney, who, if you're not familiar with him, you are familiar with him. You just didn't know that you were familiar with him. He read stuff that he has drawn, but he's not like somebody that super duper stands out as, you know. I mean, he's great. Like, he's an excellent fucking artist. He is exactly what you want from a comic book artist. He can pretty much do anything, but you know, it's not like his style is the most, you know, hey, look at me, I'm Ron Garney kind of style. But man, this is his best work, career best work that I've seen anyway. He put a lot into it. But yeah, also, okay, so what's the deal with BRZRKR, right? It's fucking great, is what it is. I thought it was just going to be mindless gore and blood and violence and stuff like that, and it is that. It is that, but it's other stuff too, and that I wasn't expecting. It is absolutely fucking brutal, and we can look at a couple of pages from it if you guys want to. All 5 of you, hey, hit like and subscribe. Oh god, this is awkward. But it reminded me of this.
I'm gonna knock those boots again tonight. Oh, look who it is, the fucking human vacuum.
Scumbag, what are you doing?
I'm not just saying I saw Bob and his cousin.
He's your cousin?
Yeah, and he's from Russia, too.
No way. What part of
Moscow.
He only speaks Russian?
Nah, he speaks some English, but he cannot speak it good like we do.
Is he staying here?
I swear, Olaf metal. That's his fucking metal face. Olaf, girl, nice.
Really nice.
That's fucked up, man.
What did he say? He really wants to play metal?
Yeah, he's got his own band in Moscow. It's called Fuck Your Yankee Blue Jeans or something like that.
That doesn't sound metal.
You gotta hear him sing Olaf BRZRKR. Come on, man, BRZRKR.
Is he singing English or Russian?
Sexy. I'll watch what he's gonna sing and watch. It's too funny.
My love for you is like a truck berserker. Would you like some making fuck, BRZRKR?
That's fucking funny, man.
Did he say making fuck?
Yes, he did. All right. So, moving beyond that, that very important point that I made right there. Let's look at some goddamn comic. How about it? And you're going to be seeing a shift pretty soon. You know, you'll see it gradually. Oh shit! You've already seen some shifting of my content gradually lately. Expect to continue seeing shifting happen. Shifting that's been in the plans for quite a while, and you know, it's just going to be generally different types of ways that I cover different types of stuff that still relate to the channel and what I've always done. But you know, after 5 years and you know, so long doing certain things, you want to change it up. But yeah, exactly, dude. Like I could literally 1,000% this. I cannot see it anywhere. Every time I would fucking reach the end of an issue of this BRZRKR comic and then get to the cover of the next issue, I'm just like, would you like to make some fuck BRZRKR? What's up, Screwface? How's it going, man? Glad to see you here. There we go. We got some people trickling in now that we been on for a minute. It's understandable. Did not advertise this at all. I had a stream planned for today. I changed that without warning and made that, kind of folded that into tomorrow's plan, which is the Anti-Phantom series tomorrow. And the thing I was planning on today, I'm just going to make that part of a segment, or a segment, as part of tomorrow. And then this was just like, but I still want to talk about comics tonight, man. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's, man. Hell yeah. Well, be sure to go back and read those through once you're not on the pain pills anymore, man, because that stuff can be can make you think you're writing some brilliant shit, and you're just like, what? Whenever you read it again. So yeah. For anybody that missed it, which now there's twice as many people, I am going to be working on my first ever comic book. Or rather, one of the stories in an anthology comic book that is aiming to come out next year. For Halloween next year. So 1 year henceforth. Yeah, I can go ahead. I think I can tell you. It's not like it's a big deal or anything. It's just Dean. It's just Jake Sunrise. You know what I'm saying? Dean Page and his what is it? Low moon of the low midnight? Yeah, low midnight of the mind. That's the name of his thing. He's wanting to do some sandbox type storytelling in his Jake Sunrise mythology. And he's leaving it up to me, just, you know, within the confines of you know, I guess vaguely 1800s-ish weird supernatural Old West. Which immediately I took the idea that I already had wanted to do for quite a while and was actually working on pretty heavily. I'm talking about started working heavily on this idea, and then 3-4 days later the initiative came together. Like me and Bob and Turf came together, and I just completely tabled it. It's just been sitting there, even though I was super excited about this idea. Well, what I've done is I've taken that and I've said, well, can I fit this into the 1800s? Easily. It actually makes it kind of maybe better. We'll see. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. Hopefully. It might suck, man. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't fucking know, dude. I've never fucking really made a comic book before. Oh my god. I could be terrible. You know? I gotta stay humble. Gotta say, gotta doubt myself, because if you don't doubt yourself, then you know you're not gonna be careful, I don't think. Just trick is not to have crippling self-doubt. I don't know if that any of that is good advice, man. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be making a comic book, and it's a lifelong dream of mine to do that. Just to see it through, you know. I imagine there's a similar feeling of satisfaction at the end of it as whenever I've made music before. And you start with the seed of an idea, and you nurture that shit, you hammer it out, whatever metaphor, analogy you want to use. And then you get to the end and you've got a recorded thing. It's done. Can't tweak it anymore. It's fucking done. Then you're just left with what is, right? And you just got to hope that you put everything that you could into it and didn't miss anything, and that it resonates with people. That's it. That's all I can do. I mean, the cool thing about comic books, and this is what pisses me off about people that want to gatekeep them, man, is that comic books, there's no gate, really. I mean, there is in the sense of, like, if you get serious enough about it, you're going to have to figure out how to collect money for an artist to pay if you're like a writer and you're trying to, but if you're an artist too, or you can develop your art skills, you can do it yourself. That's an option. But like, there's so few barriers between the idea and the completion of the idea, this complete story, compared to making movies. Like, what? Like, sure, you can make movies, you can grab your phone and iPhone and film some shit, but like, nobody's gonna watch it, nobody's gonna care. Whereas you can make a comic book and there's gonna be some people that check it out. There'll be some people that take it seriously. Have you checked out Jake Sunrise before? I mean, the pitch that I always tell people about it is, it's just a werewolf cowboy in a supernatural Old West. I mean, that's really all you need to know. Like a werewolf cowboy. What? All right, let's check out some BRZRKR though. Would you like to making for BRZRKR? What else did I read? Oh yeah, dude. I could talk about this real quick too. Okay. Absolute Power ended. Boy, did it end. That was one of the most satisfying endings to, like, I can't believe it was only 4 fucking issues. That's crazy. 4 issues. And it was like, it was very good. I think this Mark Waid guy might have a future in writing comics. DC should keep an eye on him. But then, immediately after, reading All In #1, seeing the literal creation of the absolute universe, pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, especially because it doesn't have like crisis anywhere in the title. It's not 52 something. It's not 52 crisis, whatever. But yeah, no, it's very good. Very well. Just fucking no fat on it, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would be silly. I think they learned the hard way not to do that a few years ago. But no, that given this, I don't know if did you read All In? Let's just read. I want to read the description of how it talks about the creation of this universe, because I think it's fucking cool. I think it is. Okay, so go to All In here and so what had happened was, the reason that this became a new universe created by Darkseid was he had I guess bonded with the Spectre, which gave him the ability to do something. I don't know. You know what? This is one of the reasons that I don't super vibe with DC sometimes, is that their cosmic level stuff, it just doesn't resonate with me. I don't get it. It's like I don't feel like they explain it well. They kind of assume that you're gonna understand a lot of things without. Whereas Marvel, they tend to lay out their big stupid cosmic ideas really well. But something about he bonded with the Spectre, and then he intended to die while being bonded with the Spectre so that he could do something. I don't know, spread his seed throughout this new universe, or fucking shenanigans. Multiverse shenanigans happen, okay? And there's Guardians and some other folks, they get fucking blasted. And then what he starts describing is pretty awesome. So everything has a balance to it. Our reality may be complex in many wondrous, terrifying ways, but there is also a raw simplicity to it, for at its core is life, a force that expands, multiplies against all odds. Life emerges from the dark, races onward. It is hope. And if there is one being who embodies that, that's a good old Superman. But there is an opposing force to all that, constraint, control, and that is you. In a way, you are the true source wall that holds it all back. I am final. Is why you have no double in the multiverse. And I didn't know that his name is Uxus. Is that new? I don't fucking know DC stuff, man. I'm sorry. You are an essential primal force. Okay, kind of like Galactus or something, sure. Long ago, when life was consolidated, so were you. But as life expanded, aspects of you, your energy, were channeled to every world to hold life back, to challenge it. When the multiverse expanded into an omniverse, those aspects were scattered further, making you, your physical being, less. That is the punishment, or the diminishment, you have felt. But it is natural. And when the multiverse was sealed, right now there is only you. All your power gathered into you, untapped. You vibrate with it. You can sense it, if not access it. But what you need to do is be patient, because the multiverse will come back, the omniverse. And as it does, your powers will funnel into those worlds again. You will not feel this restless, this explosive. Oh, okay. This is your role, Darkseid. It's an honor. Divine. It's essential, bro. Just chill, bro. Chill. And I want more. Okay. I want more, though. So he's fighting all these specters. Whoa, even calling back to fucking Final Crisis right here, man. Holy shit. There he is sitting in the what is that, the Metatron chair? Batman shows up with his gun. Now, Darkseid was. Thank you. Darkseid ends. And then it happens. I end. We haven't gotten to the Keanu comic yet. I wanted to cover this first real quick. So yeah, basically, with the same way that Superman's, kind of hope energy, Superman energy, whatever, is infused in the regular universe, DC universe, now Darkseid's opposite energy is infused into this universe. So you get I let the specter be torn from me, and I open myself to it, to death. And as I end, I begin again, but this time, alone. Bound by no relationships to the earth, to the Kryptonian, to anything. If that world is driven by life, by hope, then this one will be driven by challenge, by turmoil. A world where heroes are born facing greater odds. Instead of being raised in paradise, they are raised in hell. You can hear the fucking metal music playing. Hold on. I can do that. I can make that happen. I can make it happen. Okay. Got Wonder Woman riding her fucking Pegasus, dead Pegasus. Where all the advantages are gone. Where where they are the small chaos rather than the system itself. A world where hope is the underdog. Where it'll have to burn even brighter than before to survive it all. Yep. Alright, I'm in. I'm all in, guys. I don't know about you. Let me check it out. We get that Batman #1 when it comes out, like next week. I don't know, I thought this was a pretty cool image of Batman. You know, seeing him in different contexts, I think, really makes it better for me. You know, it is what it is. It's a bit girthy, but you know, don't body shame him, dude. I mean, besides, what size would you have Batman, absolute Batman, be besides an absolute fucking unit? You know? Come on out of here. All right. To the thing. So yeah, like I said, I knew that I'd read or gleaned somewhere that Berserker was like violent and shit, and it was about some like badass warrior that just like, you know, destroys people with the fucking thought almost. And it's not really that, but it's almost that. It's violent as fuck. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But if it would have just been that and not anything else, which is what I thought it was, honestly, that's why I hadn't read it. But then, like I said, I found out Matt Kint, whatever, had co-written it with Keanu, and I was like, okay, that's different. Now that I know what he's about, and I've read plenty of his Valiant stuff. Yeah, just get to them shits real quick. Oh, also, random aside, but this is a recommended horror comic. We're about to start getting into horror times. I mean, I already really should be covering horror stuff as it is, but you know, we're gonna be getting into it. It's that time of year, folks. But this comic would be my first recommendation of horror stuff. This is a Comixology original by Stephen S. DeKnight, showrunner of the Daredevil show. I think the first season anyway. Nonetheless, Beneath. It is a story of the border, and basically it's in a shitty facility that's on the border in Texas where it's being shut down after, you know, the hippies of fucking, you know, all the commies and hippies have successfully sued them and protested and whatnot. And it's a you know, it's a bit current fucking deus. However, the thing that's different is that something starts killing everybody. There you go. It's worth checking out. All right, here we go. Finally, Berserker. Would you like to suck my cock, Berserker? And obviously, the guy is Keanu. You know, he's designed to look like Keanu. I mean, and here's what I'm saying about this. Cool. I'm glad they did that. Where's the fucking movie or TV series, dude? I would watch the shit out of this if they just adapted it pretty closely to what's in the comics. Yeah. Yes. And Keanu. Okay, so what's the deal with Berserker? It's Boom Studios for one thing. When we first meet him, he's on a helicopter. He's about to get, you know, he's got kind of glowy eyes, so we know he's something extra human, you know. He's with these black ops kind of guys. I don't remember exactly what they are, but they're an assault team, you know, best of the best type guys. Except they're sending him in before they ever go anywhere, all by himself. And you know, so he's kind of talking up his How you doing? You know, getting ready. We're coming in high. Hold on. Ready? Ready. Wait for my mark before we... Shit. And he's just out. Okay, so it's that kind of thing. He's that kind of guy. It is very much... It starts out just exactly as much of the dumb, badass, violent, brutal beat 'em up kind of comic that I expected anyway. But as it unfolds, it becomes something so much more fucking profound than that. It's really impressive, honestly. Like, it's it's really fucking good. And now that's why I think that a movie or a TV show about this would be also excellent. It would be, just starting out, you kind of get what's on the package. You're like, okay, this badass. So what he is he's a guy who has been around for like 80,000 years. He doesn't really know what he is. He just knows that he was born 80,000 years ago. And he's just kind of wandered the earth, putting his services to use for various governments in power and so on and so forth. And, his services being that he cannot die. First of all, he can do a lot of violence very easily, very fast with his fucking bare hands, but he also often uses weapons too. And then if he gets destroyed, essentially is physically destroyed, he can come back. Essentially, and they show a couple of different times throughout that it's very not too dissimilar from how Wolverine has even recently in Wolverine Revenge from Jonathan Hickman, where it's like just a little kind of like a smidgen of human fleshy shit he can grow back from it seems like. But he doesn't really know why that is. They don't really know. So he's working for this organization that's sending him on these missions, but they're also taking care of him and making him happy, and they're trying to help him. And his goal, which is to figure out, what am I? Well, okay, that's the first part of his goal. His goal really is, can I die? Because I kind of want to. Because he's been going for 80,000 years. And, it's just like at a certain point, I imagine you just kind of want to, hey, this is the one thing I haven't done. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he'd have to bulk up, or he could just do it, not bulked up. I don't know. So let's check out some of the violence this guy does. Is it like John Wick level violence, you think? Or is it more like, I don't know, Avengers level violence? That's a fucking cool shot. Here we go. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that too. Ron Garney does a great job with the comic violence. It's not so graphic as to be like disgusting. It's done just in that it's right in that area of gory and also kind of cartoonish that like you get the point. You can take it seriously for the story's sake, but also you don't just like kind of like feel gross looking at it. It's pretty great. Like shots like that, man. Holy shit. Ron Garney, dude. He is kind of basically Vandal Savage in a way, yeah, but not as just like malicious by nature. No, he's actually not a bad guy really at all. He just does what he does. And so basically he's had, as he talks about, there's been several times in history where different organizations or governments or whatever had tried to offer him essentially, we're going to help you find out who you are, where you come from and stuff. but they can't really do it. Nobody's been able to do it yet. This organization is led by some people that believe they are different. As in like the kind of psychologist lady, I guess she's a lot more than that. I don't want to, but like she's like, we can figure out exactly where you come from, and they eventually do, and there's some cool stuff, but um connections don't end well with me, he says. Oh man. I'd like to think this is different. Does this feel different to you? Oops. It does. I promise to help you. And I have, haven't I? Yes. So here is the I guess the president that they're trying to oh no, this is fucking, this like really gives you an idea what this guy's about, right? Like he already got the information that he needs. Did you catch that? The guy told him where the president is. They told him he knows. He could just stop now. He could. Instead, he picks the guy up, throws him out the window with him on top of him, and just, rides him on down. This guy, like, God damn, dude, it's fucking crazy, man. Oh, God. He did not have to do that at all. Like, there was no reason. Butter. Yeah, you really, really see his fucking death wish in his last couple of moments of the action here. All right, so yeah, I'm not going to show you any more from any other issues. I'd rather, if you're interested in this, you should just check it out. You can read it for literally free if you have a fucking Prime, whatever, Kindle. Read it for free. If you have money to spend on comics, I would say, and you're interested in it based on this, I promise you're not going to regret getting it if you want to spend money on something. Also, if you want to spend money on something, you can support the channel at patreon.com/actualfandom. But yeah, you really get to see him kind of run through the ringer here. He's been, Oh, he's got perfect memory, by the way. As in, by perfect, I remember what the victims of the Black Death smelled like. I remember the smell of the angry mob putting torch into tar and feathers. There goes your nose. Got your nose. I remember the sound of steel swords biting through flesh and breaking bones. You have a perfect memory up to a point. Every day you remember completely. Right? But there are those days you don't want to remember. Probably. Something happened to you today out in the field. Something different. You had a breakthrough. But you have to trust me. You need to share it. He's peeking. I never have thoughts of suicide. So yeah, that's BRZRKR, man, and I mean, really, it's a good name for it. It works. God damn, that's a cool fucking shot right there. My God. So, yeah, they want him alive. And, you know, fortunately, he can hear them through his rage, and he's totally going to control himself. And nope, nope, nope. He says, I don't want to die. I just want to be able to die. There's a distinction there, I suppose. Yeah. Give him some good one of those good lines, you know what I mean? I know kung fu, or I'm thinking I'm back. You know, and this one he could say, I don't want to die. I just want to know I can die. You know? Keanu. Give him that Keanu treatment and shit. All right. There we go. Berserker. Just wanted to talk about it a little bit. It's good. And it's not Marvel or DC. It's Boom Studios. Who pretty much everything I've read by Boom Studios seems to be pretty fucking good. They yeah. I need to like make sure to cover something like Boom or you know, any of the other publishers, indie publishers or whatever, just like every week, maybe. Just have like a recommended something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm working out the kinks. Thank you. Thank you. This is actually my villain avatar kind of. But I have another one that I'm thinking I'm going to switch to for Halloween month. I mean, neither one of these are like the permanent thing. Like the original is still going to be the number one, right? Like you can't beat it. Can't beat, let's see. You can't beat our meat. Ha ha. This one right here. That's the shit right there. You know, because and that pays tribute to the original look of me in the channel, and I appreciate about that. You know, it's kind of keeps me tied to my roots and shit. By the way, we are in the pink era, the pink AF era, which, you know, yeah, it is a little bit hornier around here because you do subconsciously think of nipples and genitals whenever you see pink like this. So here you go, buddy. You're a little bit hornier now. Maybe horny AF, you know? It's no reason for any of that I said.
I just want my stupid comic book. He's not drawing the damn thing. He's instead live streaming every single day. He's debating nonsense people.
Nonsense people? That's not nice. It's not nice. Not nice at all. Calling people nonsense people. Come on now. Get on out of here with that shit, yo. Okay? It's too many publishers, really? I don't think there's too many. I think there's just enough. There's just enough. It's not like all of them are putting out the same quantity of shit, volume of shit as like Marvel. That's all of them right there.
Because I'm a vacuous, empty fucking shell of a person.
Pink and blue. It's popping for me. It's working. You know, every once in a while I got to change it up. Kind of keep my own interest in this shit. All right, so I'm going to get out of here, guys. I will play something cool, as in like a stream clip kind of thing that you probably haven't seen. Okay, actually, you know what? New video or old video? I could play an old video, an old AF video. Classic AF. What do you guys feel like watching? By the way, if you haven't watched the upload, the Pillar of Garbage content that I stole from him and uploaded, you should watch that. And if you're not subscribed to him, and you know, do all that. He's a good guy. Let's see here. Video archive. That's where we're going. Gonna check out. I mean, I got stuff about the Great Replacement. You know, I got this time that me and fucking what's his name? Sorry, Taylor from Taylor Talks Comics, and Willow. We talked about the Eternals. There's another time that me and Blurred talked about Spider-Man in relation to, you know, I got so much shit here. But you know what? Here's the thing to do is to show this clip. I think maybe. How about if I go back to the Forced Adversity archive, but even before it was actual fandom? Holy shit! All right, you guys don't have an opinion on it? Fair enough. Oh yeah, here we go. Since it's almost fucking Halloween time anyway. Yeah, I'm remembering some stuff that I'm gonna have to dig out. You know how I love to repurpose content. You guys, you know, hit like and subscribe and stuff. And tomorrow there'll be a Fabcast. I mean, sorry, Sunday there'll be a Fabcast. Tomorrow there'll be, you know, the anti-fandom series that's happening. Just not sure what time yet. In the afternoon, evening for sure. Also got the video that the stream I was going to do today. Folded that into tomorrow's. So to remind you what that was, is going to be. There's too many, dude. Just like too many goddamn Neos. What's going on with all these fucking Neo people? You know, like just no, you can't be fucking Neo. Sit down, chill out. Nobody gets to be a Neo. Okay, you're missing the point. You're not a Neo. But yeah, it's a lot of Neos. What am I talking about? I don't know. You'll have to see tomorrow. But it's actually kind of self-explanatory, really. You're Thanos' future girlfriend? That's pretty dope, dude. It's pretty hot, you know? It's cool, cool. I'm tired. Check this shit out.
Forced adversity.
On episode 1 of the Flat Scan Review, we'll look at the newest rhetorical tactic used by Comicsgate. Manga is outselling comics, and that's bad for some reason. We'll also look into who seems to have spawned this false dichotomy into existence, and you might be surprised who it is. We'll learn how to spot thought-terminating cliches. And speaking of thought-terminating cliches, I'll respond to a comment from eHacker, who attempted to define what woke means in my comments. Plus, Robin's bisexual in the comics, so of course there were man tears shed. And I'll share with you the very first superhero comic I ever read, and why it still inspires me to this day to make this content. But first, your Chud News Brief. Welcome to the Flat Scan Review. There's a lot to cover. First up, the news brief. This is where I'm just gonna burn through several news items real quick and just kind of cover the very basics of what's going on before we get into the main story, which is the manga versus comics thing that's been everywhere lately. First up on the news brief, Twitch streamers staged a walk-off from the platform on September 1st as a way to call attention to the recent wave of hate raids that are being aimed at mostly queer and minority streamers. A hate raid is when a bunch of insecure fart dicks flood into the chat and say things their mom won't allow them to say at the dinner table because it makes them feel. Do you guys think I should try and do a format like this again?
To those Twitch streamers.
You know, I mean, I definitely did this like recorded stuff, and that takes way too much effort and time. Like I wouldn't be able to do it every week. Fuck no. But like, if I did a live stream like just kind of structured the same way, I could do that, right? The only problem is keeping myself, you know, on time constraints. It's really, really hard for me when I'm in a live stream. I would have to like set myself some fucking, I don't know, some alarms to go off. I'd have to have y'all in chat. A couple of you would be like plants in chat to be like, dang, fucking move on, dude. You've already, you know, it'd be tricky. I want to do something like that. I really do. I have for a long time, and my own limitations get in the way. I mean, you know, we've managed to pull it off to varying degrees, like with the Shillcast, where we'll have a full show planned with multiple segments and stuff. But that's, you know, it's not always, doesn't always come off as, I'm trying to think how to say it. We do that much less now because we find that it's more fun to just let stuff happen as it happens. Whereas at first we were trying really, really hard to have strict regimented shows. And that takes the fun out of it most of the time. Yeah. Good call. All right. By the way, Bob, the old ways, new videos up. Fucking, you're probably really enjoying making content right now, considering how awesome the finale of season 2 of Rings of Power is. But we'll be talking about that Sunday, maybe tomorrow if you show up on that stream. Who knows? All right. Now I'm actually gonna get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, by the way.
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
This is the time of the episode where we would like to remind you to go to vote.org if you are a citizen of the United States and make sure you are registered to vote in your state. Right now, voter rolls are being purged across the country. It doesn't hurt to double check to make sure that you're registered to vote for this upcoming presidential election and every other race on the ballot.
Boom.
We are so proud of you.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Some motherfuckers still trying to ice skate uphill.
Thank you. Thank you.